What happens after someone files for divorce in New Jersey? Attorney Paul Mirabelli explains. In New Jersey, when someone files for divorce, the complaint gets served and their spouse has up to 35 days to file an answer and/or a counterclaim. A counterclaim is when the served spouse is also asking the court for a divorce. The court will then schedule a case management conference. A case management conference facilitates the exchange of financial information and other issues. Each party has to fill out a case information statement, which is a questionnaire that lists your income and all of your expenses, such as household expenses, car expenses, and personal expenses. It also sets forth a list of your assets and liabilities. If children are involved, the case management order will identify whether custody and parenting time is an issue. I always advise clients that the court prefers that the parties determine the custody and visitation arrangement because they know their children better than anybody else. The parties should be able to sit down and establish a custody and parenting time plan. If the parties cannot come up with a solution between themselves, your case will get referred to custody and parenting time mediation. Custody and parenting time mediation is a program at the county level. At the mediation, you'll meet with a social worker without your attorneys to try to come up with an agreement with the help of a trained social worker. Hopefully, that meeting will result in a custody and parenting time agreement that will end that part of the case. If you can't resolve it in that meeting, the court will have to decide the custody and parenting time issues. The court will require an expert evaluation and interview with the parties and possibly the children. This is a very expensive process. Most of the cost will go towards the experts. The cost could be from $5,000 to as high as $20,000. A custody dispute is not good for the family, the parents, and certainly not for the children. In addition, you're allowing a judge who doesn't know either one of the parties or the children to make a decision based upon the best interest of the children. I do not encourage custody battles. I advise clients to try to work it out and come up with a solution for the children because when you leave it up to a judge, you never know what the court will decide. After the exchange of financial information and a determination of whether or not you have a custody dispute, the next step is for the parties and their attorneys to go before the early settlement panel, which are two experienced matrimonial attorneys. Each party will present their case to the panelists, and they will make a recommendation with respect to alimony, child support, and equitable distribution. If the matter is not resolved at ESP, then the parties will be sent to economic mediation. Economic mediation will be with an attorney that is chosen by the parties' attorneys. He or she will provide 2 hours of his or her time free of charge. This first hour is to review the submissions of the parties, and the second hour is to attempt to resolve your case. After 2 hours, the parties may continue with the mediation if progress has been made or the mediation will stop. If the mediation continues, the parties will be equally responsible for the mediator's hourly rate. As a trusted bankruptcy lawyer, family lawyer, and divorce lawyer, Paul is here for all your legal needs. Your case gets our complete attention at every stage, and we work diligently to help you get the positive outcome you deserve. Call now for a personalized case evaluation or visit his website at www.paulmirabellilaw.com.